Okay, we're good.
Is it on?
Yeah.
So, welcome. My name is Jacqueline. I'm from Bridge Recruitment. I am here to help these lovely people figure out who they want to employ. So, we're just going to go along and introduce themselves.
I'm the HR manager.
I'm Jamie, I'm a junior partner. My name's Robert and I'm a senior partner.
My name's Cassidy.
Nice to meet you, Cassidy. Okay, so just to kind of start off, we were just wanting to start off on an easier note, so we thought, what are your plans for next week for reading week?
I'm actually going to Edmonton to see
Oh, cool.
them.
Okay, so do you have any plans for what you're going to do with your family there, or is it just kind of go with the flow, figure it out as you go?
We're going to go to the water park at Westwood.
Oh, fun. Nice. Have you ever been?
I haven't.
No? Okay, so that'll be your first time for you. That's awesome. Okay, so you are allowed to have Timbit whenever you want. It's just for you. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right in. As a Bridge recruitment agent, of course, I'm here to help these lovely people figure out who they want to hire. So I'm just going to start off with more of the general questions, and then they're going to move into more of the serious questions of what they're trying to look for. So my first question for you is, what do you think it is that a real estate legal assistant does?
I would think that they keep things organized and make sure that everything's like on top of its game.
Yeah. So have you ever been to a law firm before? Have you ever been inside?
I haven't. When my mom bought her house, I was like with her and stuff when they did that, but I
Cool.
wasn't in.
So you kind of got to see what the procedure kind of is a little bit by listening through that. Okay, that's really cool. So it is true, real estate legal assistant does do a lot of organization stuff. Another aspect of that is they deal like one-on-one with the lawyers. So their job is to make sure that the lawyers get basically what they need done for court cases and stuff like that. So there's a lot of sensitive information, you're dealing with a lot of clients, you have to have good telephone skills and those types of things. So that's just kind of more of a general idea. They'll probably go more into detail later. So my second question for you is, how does your education relate to this position in terms of your interpersonal skills?
I've taken multiple communications classes, and I'm able to talk to people.
Nice.
My interpersonal skills have definitely improved.
That's good. So how many classes did you take for that?
Communication.
Yeah.
I'm in my third one currently.
Oh, okay, wow. So what's your favorite part about being in those types of classes? Like, is it talking with people, or is it more what you learn on how to deal with people?
I think learning it is really important, and being able to take that into what I'm going to do is
Nice.
cool.
What's one thing that stands out the most for you when you're in those types of classes? Like, what's one thing you love the most?
I like to work with others. Like, there's a lot of group work and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not awesome at presenting in front of people, but when I'm one-on-one with someone, I'm really good at
Which is really good for this type of position too, right? Because a lot of times it's not going to be a group of people. It's one-on-one with the lawyer, one-on-one with the client, and that's a really good asset to have. So I'm just going to hand it off to our HR, and she's going to get going with you for the next question.
Awesome. So I'm HR, so I'm just kind of helping them figure out the right person, like their personality wise, and just what motivates them and what their goals are, kind of deal. So my first question is, what motivates you to perform at your best? Like, what's a big motivator?
I'm kind of OCD a little bit, so I like things to be organized, and
Yeah.
I like them to be as they're supposed to be. If it takes longer, then I guess that it takes longer, but I like it to be the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like perfect and everything's good. Yeah. Anything else? Like, is it like money or like feedback from an employer that would motivate you, or like
Feedback. I like being told what I did right and what I did wrong. Just to
Yeah.
make sure that that's what I should keep doing or not
Yeah.
doing.
Do you enjoy like feedback for things you did wrong too?
Yeah,
just to improve on that as well?
Yeah, I'd much rather hear what I did wrong
Yeah.
than what I did right, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. Awesome. Okay. My next question is, when you're in a pressured situation, how do you respond to it? Like, what kinds of things do you do? Do you like?
I kind of think of how I would want it to be done.
Yeah.
simplicity as what a professional would think, but as what I would want it to be done, I would think of it like that and do it.
Yeah.
I see that, I believe.
Have you ever been in a situation where you were under a lot of pressure?
No, not really. No.
Are you good with like handling stressful situations
Yeah,
and
I
kind
can
of
handle
dealing
it.
with it? Yeah.
I keep calm, very.
Okay. That's good. Okay. I think we can move on to the partners now.
Alright, have you worked with like Word documents and all those softwares and stuff like that?
I've worked with computers before, and I've worked with a lot of people, but I haven't worked organizing documents or anything.
Would you be willing to take a course to learn due process and tear review software?
Of course.
It's basically things that we use to like file and use reports on our in our real estate realm.
Yeah. I would definitely be okay with taking a course.
It's good to hear that you're willing to learn. So I'm just trying to get a feel of how you are and how you're going to fit in the job. So I'm just going to ask you a couple simple questions. What steps would you follow if you're dealing with an irate client, so like an annoyed client?
I would stay calm and make sure that I didn't escalate the situation.
Okay.
I'd probably try and make it so it seemed like what they wanted was happening, but I wouldn't cross any lines to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't get upset if they were to get upset with me.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you would ask for help if you needed, say
Yeah,
like, in
I do.
case like they had some issues that you couldn't deal with yourself?
Yes, I would ask for help.
Alright, and would you say your interpersonal skills have helped a lot, and do you think that would help with dealing with clients like that?
Yeah, my interpersonal skills are pretty good, so like I'm able to read if someone's upset or if they're going to go that direction.
That's good, you sound confident with yourself. Alright, you got any more questions?
Yeah, I have one last one. If you were to take a typing test, would you participate?
Oh, what test, sir?
A typing test, if you had to?
Yeah.
Alright.
Have you done typing
Yeah,
in your
I've taken-
education?
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
okay.
taken classes.
What is your average word per minute?
Probably, I wouldn't say it was 60 words per minute, but I would put it at like 40 to 45.
Okay, it's good to know.
And you'll get better, obviously,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
time progresses. And I have one last question for you. If you were asked to work overtime or after hours, would you be comfortable and willing to do that?
Of course, as long as the job gets done.
Perfect. Yeah, and I noticed that you said you like your OCD, so you like to get things perfect. I'm assuming that'll help with if you wanted to stay later because you want to get it done. Perfect. And last question, are you a Starbucks person or a Tim Hortons person?
I like to work.
Tim Hortons, you're hired.
Okay, so just to kind of wrap things up, do you have any questions for us about the job, about what they do as senior junior partner or HR manager, or about
I
the
was
position?
wondering how much knowledge I would need to know on like mortgages and stuff. Would I have to be knowledgeable on that, or just like the legal aspects of things?
Okay.
We'll definitely have to brush you up on that for sure, because that's obviously a huge thing what we have to do. But I'm more than confident to believe that you are willing to learn and want to do it.
So basically, I think what they're trying to say too is like they'll get you to where you need to be. So it's not like you have to come in knowing fully about the job, because there's always going to be aspects of different jobs that you take that you're going to have to learn while you're there. So they'll definitely train you in those things, which is really good for you because then it takes less pressure for you, right? So
Yeah. And our requirements are as a college student, so we're prepared for students to come into the business and we're willing to train them.
yeah, and it's nice for us too because we get to train, and then that gives us an asset in our company too, right?
Yeah,
So
train them how we would like them.
yeah.
Perfect.
So,
Well,
awesome.
that's everything. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. We'll get back to you within the next 2 weeks to give you our results. So
Awesome.
thank you for
Thanks.
coming. I'll walk you out. And have a good day.